Okay, so we're now looking at question number 4 from the Jan 2020 International A-Level D1 paper. We're given a list of numbers here, and the question asks us to use the first fit bin packing algorithm to determine how the numbers listed above can be packed into bins of size 60. So the first fit bin packing algorithm is a really simple one. All we need to do is to put the first item in the list that's available inside the first bin that it can fit inside. So a pretty simple, straightforward algorithm. So we're going to start with labeling the bins that we're going to use. So we're going to think about 5 or 4 bins. So just do 4 for now. Bin 1, bin 2, bin 3, and bin 4. Okay, so the 35 is going to fit inside of bin 1, which is the first bin it can fit inside of. And then we have the 17. The 17 can also fit inside of bin 1. So this gives us a total size of 52 now for bin 1. And now we have the 10 over here. The 10 cannot fit inside of the first bin because it's going to give us a total size of 62, which exceeds the size of 60. So it's going to have to go into the second available bin, which is the 10. Bin number 2, I'm sorry. So now that the 10 is sorted, we have packed. We have this 7 over here. This 7 is going to go inside the first bin that it can fit inside, which is bin number 1. 35, 17, and 7 will give us 59. So now that we know that bin 1 is fully packed, and we cannot put inside bin 1 anything else now. So for the 28, we can fit the 28 inside of the second bin. This is going to give us 38 for now. And now we have a 23 over here. This 23 cannot fit inside of bin 2 because it's going to be greater than. So we are going to put it inside of bin number 3. So 23 over here. And then we have the 41. The 41 cannot fit inside of any of these bins, so we're going to put it inside of bin number 4. So now we have the 15 over here. 15 can actually fit inside of bin 2. So that is going to be 15. So that is 10, 28, and 15. So right now this is 54. I don't think we can fit anything else in here for now. So I'm just going to write 54 here. And then bin 3 is at 23. So the next available one here is this 20. This 20 can fit inside of bin number 3. So we're going to put it there. So that's going to be 20 and 23. And then the final one we have is this 29. Now the 29 cannot actually fit inside of any of the bins that we have right here. Inside of bin 3, it's going to exceed 60. And inside of bin 4, it's going to exceed 60 as well. So we need to make a new bin here. We're going to label this as bin number 5. And we're going to put in the 29 over here. And this is it for part A from question number 4. Part B says, now for part B, the list of numbers to be sorted into descending order. Use a quick sort to obtain the sorted list. You should show the results of each pass and identify your pivots clearly. Okay, so I'm just going to rewrite the list again, so I don't have to keep going up and down. So and this is the list that we have here, and we want to order it from what? Oh yeah, we want to sort it into descending order. So we can start by saying that you can draw any shape or any dots, underlines, whatever you want, but you need to label them so the examiner knows what you're working with. So if I draw a square, that means it's a pivot. And if I draw a circle, it means it is sorted. And we need to start by picking the middle value. So that's going to be 10. We have 10 items in this list. So we're going to divide them by 2. So we're going to have 5. So we want to go to the 5th item in this list, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for the middle item, it's going to be the pivot. So we're going to pivot this. And now, since we're ordering it into descending order, anything above the 23 should be to the left. Anything above 23 should be to the left of it, and anything smaller than the 23 should be to the right of it. So, and it should always be in the same order that it was. So 35 is greater than the 23, so it's going to stay. We can write that down. Let me just zoom in a little bit. 35 is above the 23, so we're going to keep the 35 over here. The 17 is going to go there. The 10 is going to go there. The 7 is going to go to the other side. So we're going to have 28. And then we have the 23 as... Oh, wait, before that, we have the 41 from here. This 41 is going to go there. And then we have the 29 from here. It's also going to go there. And it's also going to be in the same position that it was in. So it's going to be 41. 41 came before the 29. And then we had the 29. And now we have the 23 over here. So now that we sorted the things greater than and less than the 23 on the right sides, we're going to label the 23 as a sorted number. So we're going to draw a circle around this. And now we can rewrite the numbers as in the order they were. So these were on the left side and we shifted them next to the 23 on the right side. So it's going to be 10. Wait, no, sorry. The first thing was the 17. And then it was the 10. And then it was the 7. And now we can write these numbers in the same order they were in. So that's going to be 15 and 20. So now we need to pick two pivots, one for this side and one for this side as well. So for the left side, we're going to take the middle right. So that's going to be the 41 over here. And for this side, I'm also going to take the middle. Oh, there's no need to take a middle right. We can just take the 7 because it's right in the middle. So we need to shift everything in order. So 29 is 41. We want to shift everything smaller than the 41 from the left side to the right side. So everything is going to go to the right side in the same order they were in. So that's going to be 41 and then 35. Then the 28 and then the 29. And now we can say that this 41 is sorted. And we're going to bring down the 23. And it's also going to be circled as well, to show that it's still sorted. And then for this thing, we're going to shift everything that's larger than 7 on the right side, on the left side, I mean. So we have 17, 10, 15, 20. Let me just delete this. And then we have 7 over here. And now we're going to circle the 7 because it has been fully sorted. And now we wanted to repeat the exact same steps over again. So we're going to pick the middle here as the pivots. And for this one, I'm going to take the middle right, which is this 15 over here. And for now, we just want to repeat the exact same process. So anything that's bigger than 28 is going to go to the left side. So we're going to write this down. The 29 is going to go here. So this is going to be 41, 35. And this will be 29. And this will be 28. This will be 23. This will be now anything for this one. Anything that's less than 15 should go to the right side. Anything greater than 15 should go to the left side. So that's going to be 17 over here. And now it's going to be 20. And we're going to have the 15 here. And we're going to have the 10 over here. So now we can circle the 15 because it's been sorted. And we can do the same thing for the 28 over here. And the same thing for the 23. It's a little bit smaller. And the same thing for the 41 over here. Now we want to repeat the exact same process again. We want to pick pivots. So we can take this 10 as a pivot alone. And then we want to take this middle right. So we're going to take 20. And we want to take the 29 as a pivot as well. And now we can sort this. So 29 is in the right position. So we're going to write this as 41, 35, 29, 28. This will be the same. 23, 17. Oh, oops. This should not be 17. 20 is greater than 17. So the 20 is going to go to the left. So this will be 20, 17, 15, 10. 10 was a pivot. So now we're going to say that it became sorted. 15 is sorted. The 17 is still not sorted. 20 is sorted. Circle the 23, 28, 29 was a pivot. So we're going to circle this now. And now we're going to take the 35 as a pivot. and we want to take this 17 as a pivot as well. So there's nothing greater than 35. Everything is sorted right, so we want to rewrite the list one more time. So we want to write 41, 35, 29, 28, 23, 20, 17, 15, and 10. And then we can say the list has been sorted. So for the next part of this question, let me just bring this up a little bit. Part C says, use the first fit decreasing bin packing algorithm on your ordered list to pack the numbers into bins of size 60. So similar to the first part of this question, a first fit decreasing is when we put the items in a decreasing order. So that's what we did. We ordered them in descending order. Now we want to put them in the first bin they can fit inside of. So let's do this again. Bin 1, bin 2, bin 3, bin 4. So when using the first fit decreasing, it's more efficient because we can fit more items inside the first bins. So 41 is going to go inside. We can fit more items inside of less bins. I'm sorry about that. So the 41 is going to go inside the first bin that it can fit inside of. And then the 35 is going to go inside the first bin it can fit inside of. So that's going to be bin number 2. So 35 over here. And then we have the 29 over here. It's going to go inside the first bin it can fit inside of. So that's going to be bin number 3. The 28 cannot fit in bin 1, cannot fit in bin 2. It can fit in bin 3 as well. So that's going to be 29. Let me check that. 29 plus 28. That's going to be 57. So this has a size of 57. So bin number 3 has been fully packed. And now the next number, we stopped at the 28. We have the 23. The 23 can fit inside of... can it fit here? Let me check. 35, 23. Yeah. So 23 can fit inside of bin number 2. And the 20 can fit inside of bin number 4. Cannot fit anywhere, so we're going to put it here. And then we have 17. The 17 can fit inside of bin number 1. The 15 can fit inside of bin number 4. The 10 can fit inside. I've noticed I made a silly mistake while I was editing this. So I've noticed that I completely forgot about the 7 over here. So we need to bring this down. So 7 here, 7 here, and the 7 should be here as well. So I completely forgot to add it inside the bins here while I was recording the first time. So let me add them again. So 15, then we had the 10 over here. So the 10 is going to go inside bin number 4. And then the 7 can also fit inside of bin number 4. I accidentally forgot about the 7 because I did not write it down. So just make sure you write that down. Question number 4 says the 10 distinct numbers below are to be sorted into descending order. So we have a list of numbers here. And then it says a bubble sort starting at the left hand end of the list is to be used to obtain the sorted list. After the second complete pass, the list is now that. Find the constraints on the values of x and y. So we know at the end of every single pass in a bubble sort, the final item in that list, in the new list, is going to be sorted in the right position. So if you have a logical brain, you can tell that this A, after the first pass, was sorted, was in the right position. And since we did another position, we have now a new list, which is a n-1, a list of 9 items. And for that list of 9 items, we're going to know that the final item in that list is going to be in the right position. So it's going to be sorted. So we can tell that this x is also sorted correctly. So from that, we can tell that x here is greater than the 8. And the x here is actually, let me write it like that. X is greater than the 8. And the x is also less than the 12 over here. Okay, now for the y value over here, we can see that the y was between a 19 and the y was between a 15 as well. And it still remains between 19 and 15, so there's no change in the y. The only thing that we can see was the x was before the y, and then it changed all the way to the right and the y was still in position. So that means the y must be greater than x. And this is it for part D from question number 4. And this is also the end for question number 4.